The court issued an arrest warrant for 30 days. We've appealed it. The court will decide after the appeal what the final solution is. Well, we are not at a stage where guilt or innocence is proven. For now, we only discuss preventive measures and the opportunity of taking certain measures. Guilt was not discussed. In my opinion, in the best possible way, from a defense perspective, from our perspective, there are no grounds for taking the most drastic preventive measures provided by the Criminal Procedure Code. But the judge has the prerogative to pronounce a solution, one that we have appealed, and we will see the solution after the appeal.
There's an update that I found from the creativity kit. From the real world. From Luke. Luke Tate, if you don't know, is Tristan and Andrew's cousin. I met him in Romania. He's a very smart guy. He's doing a lot. He does a lot of work behind the scenes that a lot of you don't know about and pay attention to. He's that guy that you really need in your corner. He's kind of like that character from GTA 5 that with the glasses that can hack on the phone. What's his name? He's that guy. He's like the hacker behind the scenes. He's not on camera as much. He's very articulate and very smart, and we're gonna watch an interview from him in a second. But here he has an update from the Real World's Discord. 30 days detained, 5 days we appeal. So Andrew is going to be locked up for 30 days right now unless they win the appeal, and I have hope that the appeal is going to be won. And he's Lucky Luke, he says, corrupt judge, appeal should be good. It's all corruption, of course. And he said the girls got bribed and looking for money.
Oh, Tate, he's in jail, bro. I can't. He's in jail. What do you want me to do? You want me to go down to the jail cell, knock on the door with my phone and say, hey, look, I'm streaming. What do you think? He's in jail, bro. Call Pammy. Yo.
Call Pammy or donate 20K to the nearest school in the morning.
So weird.
You want.
Yo, like tell that ooh. You know how it is.
Now this article comes out, which I'll translate for you guys. Basically, this man is saying that Andrew Tate tried to hook in his young daughter, who was only 16 years old, and he thought it was suspicious. Now, it said this man's daughter was approached by Andrew Tate, and the controversial English fighter tried to hook her when she was 16 years old. The girl told everything for the first time, and it seemed suspicious that a man with several million followers, of whom he had never heard of, had sent an explicit message, she emphasised. The businessman is currently detained by the Romanian police and is in the middle of a scandal of great proportions. Now, firstly, they claim this was a couple years ago, and he had several million followers, yet he didn't even have several million followers a couple years ago, which is strange. It says, we remind you that the scandal involving the two fighting brothers is gaining momentum after the arrest. Investigators charged Tristan and Andrew Tate of forming an organised crime group, human trafficking and rape. It said that this man's daughter now comes with unexpected testimonies, and she's told how she was approached by the controversial character on the internet. Apparently the young woman said that she had barely created an Instagram account at the time Andrew Tate wrote to her. The latter felt that something was dubious and did not respond to the message. However, one of her friends was almost hooked by the fighter. Fortunately, the girl was not naive and refused his advances, allegedly. The first time I became interested in these individuals was when I received a message from one of the Tate brothers. This was 3 years ago. I was 16 years old. I had just created an Instagram account, but I was already out of the country, studying in Austria. So guys, they go on to say, it seemed doubtful to me that a man with several million followers, whom I'd never heard of, had sent me an explicit message. Bear in mind, they're claiming many years ago, I think 3 years ago, these guys had millions of followers. It's simply not true. She goes, also, that the sender was located in a strange area, and I asked for my former colleagues of my school if they somehow received a similar message, and 3 of them confirmed that they had. I didn't answer the message, but one of my friends, who was 15 years old at the time and at 10th grade, answered and continued in a conversation for a while with brother Tate. Fortunately, my friend was not naive and refused him. Now, there's been some sort of Facebook messaging chat attached to this whole story where it seems his account, you can see a fighter thing, which is from Facebook, says, okay, you're not answering, so you're ugly, bye. Could imagine him saying that. They say, okay, bye, laughing faces. He says stupid B, they say idiot, and there's a photo attached of his face. Now, I looked up, he doesn't have this account currently, so this couldn't be confirmed. Now, if this was true, which we don't even know, the age of consent is 16 in Romania. He wouldn't even be committing a crime anyway. I just find it weird how they're trying to damage his reputation to suggest he was even trying to talk and even bring in 16, and they try to claim 15-year-old girls to one of the brothers as well. Someone spoke out on Twitter saying, tough one to say really, if they were trying to hook minors specifically. Most people don't even have their ages on FB or IG, so it could be very easy to them to accidentally message a minor. However, that is not me excusing that behaviour, but it does show potential hooking methods used. Now, this drops, and not just in Romania, a lot of sources do cover this story, gets translated elsewhere, a lot of people posted it on Twitter, so I wanted to see who is the man who put out this article about his daughter, and put this to the world rather than going to the authorities and exposing it to all the media. Simple Google search for his name, turns out this man is a Romanian journalist and a politician, which is crazy. The two main conspiracy theories out there right now are that the journalists are trying to get Andrew Tate in the media, and also the government are under pressure to do something about Tate right now to prove they do crack down on stuff and they're not just taking bribes. Not just me, a lot of sources that have tried to remain neutral on this whole situation have even said, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but we're starting to get some interesting information about Tate's rearrest. Now let's be clear, the charges are obviously related to this webcam business part of their life that they were running. The first one being an alleged charge of a certain girl. We don't know the extent of that, that'll be brought up in the court case. Now, human trafficking is where children and young people are tricked and forced or persuaded to leave their homes and are moved or transported, then exploited and forced to work or sold. A lot of these people that Andrew Tate and Tristan were employing were making loads of money themselves, but the authorities seem to say they were forced into it.
At the time, it was a sales job where I was selling some bullshit kind of home improvement. It was something quite unique, but I was making good money. Because I'm good at sales, I'm good at various things, and I'm not afraid of hard work. I was making about 1,000 to 1,500 British pounds every week, which is, if you guys at home are, look at your banks and actually admit it, more than 90% of people make. So I was doing very well, but I was working 7 days a week. So I asked Andrew if he wanted a job doing the same thing, and Andrew said, nah. Because if I go to work and do that, then that's who we're gonna be. I need my time and my space to work out how to do different shit. So I was paying the car insurance, I was paying the rent, all the money was coming in for me at that time. Andrew's net income was £0, but he was thinking, which is very important. This is why you gotta take your time to think. After your 9 to 5, at 6 o'clock, you get home, don't switch on the TV, think of your way out. And I gave Andrew the space to think. So he realized that he had so many beautiful girlfriends. I think he got one of them a job on a Babe Station channel. And she came home one day blabbering some nonsense that Andrew was half listening to about, some of these girls make money on webcam. Now, to me and Andrew, we assumed, who pays for webcams? I mean, porn is free. Who pays for webcams? That's got to be a dying industry, because me and Andrew aren't fucking cucks, and we don't go on webcam, and we don't pay women for their time and attention. So we never even considered it as a viable financial option. Andrew sat down. He worked it all out, not just how to put her on webcam, how to maximize the amount of money this one girl was making. I came home from work one day, and what words did you say?
I said, something amazing has happened.
Something amazing has happened. And I said, what? He goes, I've made £350 today. So I was like, I've made 250. What the fuck's going on here? How did you make £350? And he shows me this number on the screen next to one of his girls' videos broadcasting. Goes, that's money that's going to come to my bank account. Now, I'd never seen money on a screen unless it was like an online casino and shit. So I was like, well, so what? You have to like gamble it, or it doesn't? And he was like, no, that's real earned money on its way to my bank account. So rather than me going out slaving all day, I had a few chicks of my own. I put one on cam in my apartment. Then we had 4 girls on cam in 2 bedrooms, one after the other. I slept in the hall. I was that money hungry. And from there, we upgraded to a 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom penthouse over in Hitchin, Hertfordshire. Then we left the fucking UK because it's shit. And in Romania, you have faster internet, more girls, prettier girls. And we just grew into an empire. We were making $2 million a year, $2.5 million a year from webcam alone.
My sister had an obligation. My sister was pissed off at my cam girl thing. And she was like, yeah, but why don't they want to blah, blah, blah. I was like, look, you want to be a lawyer. You really, truly want to be a lawyer. You want to go into debt and waste your 20s to truly be a lawyer. Congratulations. I I have 19-year-old chicks who speak no English who are going to out-earn you for the rest of your human life. So it depends. If you want to be something, fine. If you just want money, and trust me, there's a whole bunch of people out there who just want money. Most people working a job are not doing that job because they love said job. They just want money. If you just want money, who doesn't? Then a cam girl's a fantastic career path. It's an absolutely fantastic career path.
I don't think, if you go talk to your Orthodox priest about running cam girl studios, you don't think he's going to have something to say about that?
I don't know, he might have something to say.
Now, the